Have you ever regretted a missed opportunity to share Jesus because you were afraid? Maybe you were afraid you didn't know the right words to say. Maybe you were afraid of rejection or being ridiculed. Maybe you were afraid of mishandling the situation. You are not alone. The Bible tells us in Luke 12:12 that the Holy Spirit will provide you with what you need when you need it. As God provides the opportunity, the Holy Spirit provides the conversation. The presentation you are about to see is an example of how to seize an opportunity when it arises. You will be amazed at how simple it can be to share Jesus with others.
Hi, my name is Grace, and you are?
Hope. My name is Hope.
Well, really nice to meet you, Hope. I'm really excited about my trip. I come here quite often, and I never grow tired of it. Have you ever been to Peaceful Acres?
No.
Well, I think you're really going to enjoy it. Are you going to visit friends?
No, I just wanted to get away, and Peaceful Acres sounded just like what I needed. I'm trying to come to terms with my recent divorce. You know, the last straw in my unlucky life.
Well, what do you mean by unlucky life?
Nothing really. I've just had nothing but bad things happen to me in my life.
Well, Hope, what kind of bad things?
Well, for starters, my mom walked out on me and my dad when I was 12 years old. My dad took it really hard, and I think he blamed me. You know, he kind of walked out on me too, at least emotionally. He ignored me, acted like I wasn't even there. I don't know, maybe I reminded him too much of my mom, and he was just trying to forget. I think the way I dealt with it and my dad's bitter attitude is probably what contributed to my husband finally asking me for a divorce. And then today I found out my job's in jeopardy. Downsizing is what they say. I don't know, I just feel like I've had no luck at all in my life. You know how they say you and me against the world? Well, for me, it's always been me against the world.
Well, I can understand how you would feel that way. Is there anyone that you could talk to, maybe another family member or a close friend?
Not really. I don't have any family left except my dad. And friends, well, that's a joke. There's no such thing as a real friend. They only come around when they need or want something. Then they turn around and talk about you behind your back. I don't need those kinds of friendships.
Well, Hope, do you go to church? Maybe you could speak with your pastor.
Church? Although actually, I did try church one time, but I felt worse when I walked out than when I walked in. You know, no one spoke to me, never said a word, but I heard all I needed to hear in the murmurs and the comments. The preacher, he looked right through me as if I wasn't even there and talked in these big words that I couldn't understand, you know, way over my head. Anyway, talk about a fish out of water. I hightailed it out of there when it was over, and I never looked back.
Well, do you have a spiritual belief?
I don't know. I read my horoscope from day to day, and sometimes that works, sometimes it don't. My coworker, she gave me some healing crystals for Christmas, and I keep those by my bed. Oh yeah, my neighbors, they tried Buddhism classes. That sounded interesting, but the truth is I don't really need all that religious stuff. I just rely on me.
Well, you know, I know that when you attended church, you said that the pastor would mention the name Jesus. Hope, who is Jesus to you?
You know, I don't really know. And I definitely don't understand all that religious stuff, but I think Jesus, if he was real at all, was just this really nice preacher who lived a long time ago. He talked about doing good and living right. He definitely made people feel better about themselves. But in the end, he died like we all do.
Well, Hope, do you believe in heaven and hell?
Maybe, maybe not. I'd like to think there's a heaven, but personally, I think we're all just desperate souls on a journey that leads to a cold, dark grave.
If you were wrong, would you want to know?
Yeah, I think I would. I think if I could have one chance, just one precious chance to know that I was loved, to know that my life was worth something, yeah, I definitely want to know.
Well, Hope, let me take my Bible and let me show you how loved and worthy that you are.